Welcome to the Northeast, everybody, as we get a look at Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The drive here with Gibson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Escapes the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. That's taken in by Henry. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Quick throw completed by May. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's May again. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Is Darian Porter in on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. May now from the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Smith starting with a throw here. This is caught. That's Bowers working downfield. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. And the Patriots got home. They dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. First carry here for Ashton Genty. Finds room to the 30. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Vegas first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Smith on first down. Taking a deep shot here. That's caught at the 25. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Give up the guns. It's Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Smith in the pistol. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But you can't start much better than that.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And they tackle him after he makes the play, but we saw a flag come out right as he made the catch. Which side is this interference going to go on? So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
You're on the ball. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
Throwing from the gun here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's May. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. Taken from the 49. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our 1st quarter. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll take over here following that punt to end the 1st. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 48-yard line.
This is Genty on 2nd. He breaks the tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They go play action. Here's Smith. Fits it through the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Back in to Genty. Dropped by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now first run of the game, Zamir White. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And the Patriots in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Smith to the air now. Escapes out to the left. Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. On the left hash, 34 yards away. Carlson's kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
May trying again here on 2nd. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Throwing the out route complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
May now on 3rd down. That one complete to Diggs. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. It's the Patriots. With it, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. Room inside the 10. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Here's May to the air. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Crazy, crazy.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And he has the New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 1-score game before halftime. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game.
Patriots 7.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Smith. Finds a seam down the middle. He does it! Touchdown! The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On play action, here's May. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Here's May again. Looking slant route, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Crazy. Hey, what's up? 5.
Throwing again. It's May. He fires one deep down the left sideline. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here goes that. Crazy, crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
Again, it's May. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Brings it in at the 12. All right, so they're only going to have enough time for 1 more snap here before we reach halftime. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. He puts everything behind this one. He intercepts the pass. Kyle Tucker makes the play. And the Patriots are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. From the 42. Left side, and it's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second half.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Stevenson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle
May now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.